Hey, what's going on with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros and boys and girls as always. Otaku's Nikki Moise, everyone else in between. Nintendo Sony Free 2011 Arcade MannyTendoWolverine, as always, you guys and messengers, always not just your channel, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, YouTube, writing on Odyssey, Rumble, any social media platforms that you guys can think of, Odyssey, and Telegram, Parler. I did do that like 4 times because I kept screwing up my introduction. It's been 3 days since I've done the video. But anyways, I know this is like 4 days old, the other one's 2 days old, it was a lot more. Way more up to date. 2 days ago. This is CowboyBebop Actor Slam fans after for not being cute enough. I know it's been around for almost a week, but I want to put my 2 cents into it. It's also Spencer Bergali, and there's a new one. Fortunately, C-word and Marxism China, they're starting to limit it to a lot of teenagers and minors out there. They're putting a freaking anti-privacy there. It says right there. China now limits minors gaming time to 3 hours a week and indicates that anti-monopoly policy for the forthcoming massively overpowered. It's from 10 hours ago, so it's very, very recent shit. The time you guys see is like almost a day old, but let's get it started. So it says, Salon claims backlash to Faye Valentine's costume in Netflix live-action Bebop is based on a blank male outrage. So, gotta credit because and I gotta give him extra credit because he actually put my girl freaking Veridark, aka Dark Titan Enterprises, into the freaking like bounding in the comics. I don't know how the heck she made it, but she made it in there, bro. I'm super happy for her. It was John Cho. I'm glad he's still playing Spike because he's perfect role for Spike. Even if they did like race swapping and shit like that, I don't care. They made him a badass. And I gotta be a little bit more quieter than normal because roommate's sleeping next door. God damn it. But anyways, yeah. Where was it at? I know it was somewhere here. Oh, here it is. She made it on freaking Bounding in the Comics, my girl, man. Dark Titan Enterprises, aka, what's it called? Veridark. She made it. I know you guys can't see it. There it is. Oh, my girl made it. This girl's very opinionated as fuck. There's a few times I disagree with her. Other times I'll agree with her 100%. Very, very good commentator. Check the chick out, man. Subscribe to her, because I actually heard about it from her first before everyone else I'm subbed to. So yeah, let's begin. I know this takes a little bit longer than normal, so just bear with me. I don't have it on my phone either, because if I turn off the music here, you can't hear it anymore if I go in my articles. So it says, I'm not only going to read half of the articles, so there's that. So let's continue. So this is, the individuals of every eye color, creed, and gender have taken issues with disappointment less EX-ualize. Live-action translation of Faye Valentine costume in Netflix upcoming adaptation of Cowboy Bebop Salon is unsurprisingly convinced themselves that the backlash to the alter icon character signature looked basically solely on the H word, male outrage. So it says, headlining the piece of the politically progressive news outlet, of course, Cowboy Bebop is already indicating H word, male outrage, and hasn't even premiered yet. Salon.com says Kylie Shang, I'm saying that right, opened an article by arrogantly mocking, it says, quote, men of the World Wide Web for having mobilized once again. It says, no, not over a rapidly worsening kind of catastrophe or stringent wages with a broken healthcare system, or I'm not going to say that shit because it's Planet scam bullshit. This is probably real here, unfortunately. Rappy culture, but rather than over a real issue of female bounty hunter in the live-action adaptation of the beloved anime series Cowboy Bebop, of course. It keeps going on to say, I don't know why this shit keeps going in there, it's super annoying as fuck. I'm only going to talk about 2 articles, no video game news today, none about Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft, so if you wanted to see that, stay tuned tomorrow. I just heard some stuff that developers for Among Us is going to sue the living crap out of Epic Games and Fortnite. So I'll probably talk about that one tomorrow, so probably not today. Come on. Alright, I don't know why it's fucking doing this, god damn it. Oh, here we go. This also goes on to say, painting the backlash of Nexus's awful decision as a representative and, quote, ongoing history of pitchfork welding men gathering in their town square choices, but be that Twitter or Reddit, and declaring war on the on-screen depiction of a female character that doesn't EX gratify them. Chung proceeded to offer a diatribute of anti-male rhetoric and claimed that most of the fans feeling the hype of many male internet basement dwellers. Surprised they didn't call them beardos or beard dwellers, but it is what it is. I'm a man too, but I'm straight. And sometimes I get a beard once in a while. Other times I don't feel like using it because skin gets really itchy as fuck whenever I try to grow a thick beard. But let's move on. Are quite predictably rallying on a social media post thinking protest of unthinkable injustice of an on-screen woman existing while not being dressed to designate, hopefully I'm saying it right, design her titillary rate. Daniella Pineda, is Faye Valentine is adorned in stylish but practical attire from an integral sea bounty hunter who regularly spars with violent outlaws and leaps from planet to planet on a regular. Praise Chung. So it also goes on to say, just like her male counterparts who recently dressed for a role, and men on the interwebs are losing their minds over this. Okay, I think they're bullshitting when they say that, so fuck Chung. Asshole piece of shit, but let's move on. Next cherry-picked, especially vulgar and biased, affirming on Twitter to prove her point regarding Cowboy Bebop before blaming the poor reception of Birds of Prey and Captain Marvel's same sort of female outfit. Yeah, and the Captain Marvel one was a disaster. It's one of the most nastiest, shittiest political, woke, garbage agenda things in the world. It's Marvel, too. It's probably a lot of Freemason, Illuminati, World Order, Rockefeller, Rothschild bullshit, Niner Whites. It's owned by Disney. The biggest devil-worshipping fucking occult things in the world. In my opinion. That's what I think. I've been thinking about it for 15 fucking years, but let's move on. And a lot of other people that are in the tinfoil and like truther community, alternative media, know that already. But let's move on. Chung would address a complained by pop culture YouTuber. Never heard of this dude. I know a salty cracker, but I never heard a salty nerd video though. In which he argued DC is, quote, removed any sex appeal to these characters and had a female and girl power audience instead of a core male comic book audience, unquote. Caddish had it. They literally don't know who they're making this. It's not even a movie. Those are TV shows, but let's move on. Chung then attempted to clap back, says, quote, here are my thoughts on the mid-toss of Birds of Prey, stabilizing demographic of non-internet perverts. Funnily enough, if Chung were to look at Kaddish literally next sentence and she say that he even noticed a female perspective, writing, quote, like every woman wants to see an attractive woman on screen. Cosplayers were hot characters to emulate. And that's the John show there. So, I'm just going to read these two parts and that's it. Turning to Captain Marvel, Chung asserted to male fans that main issue was that the film was the fact that Carol Danvers dons a super suit and reflects most male hero suits, fully covering their bodies, and that she wasn't the most feminine, happily or smiling character. Rather than the film's poor writing, star Brie Larson's vocal and regular accommodations. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And it goes on to say condemnation of white males for simply being too white and too male. That's same old bullshit. I swear this thing is fucking garbage. Let's move on. From the feminists themselves in fashion movies like Birds of Prey and Captain Marvel to practical garb of a female bounty hunter like Faye Valentine's Netflix Cowboy Bebop. We're starting to see changes. Chung continues with, quote, this is about more than female characters. It's about humanizing women and treating them more than EX abusement for male audiences. You have our thoughts on this? Fuck this person. They're an asshole piece of shit. They're garbage. Fuck Miss Chung. He's probably one of these SJW cancel culture idiots that you hear in college universities chanting, oh, white men are bad, Donald Trump's bad, he's so evil. Shut the hell up, man. These brainwashed, dumbass, sheeple idiots have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. But let's move to the other one. This one's going to be a little bit short, sweet, to the point. I wanted it to be a little bit more longer, but that's not happening, man. Alright, so let's get into some... I'm gonna play some deep house, like funky future pop, Funko Pop thing, whatever, Snail's House music. So I'm just gonna read the real quick article on this real quick. Oh my god, this is real bad. This is just still about the same old Cowboy Bebop thing. I'm just gonna play some different music in the background. Cowboy Bebop actress is slamming fans on not being cute or beautiful enough. So it says it's been more than 2 decades since the Japanese anime series first launched, and yet still remains one of the most beloved shows of all time. Given the long-standing popularity of the show, it's understandable that fans have been more invested in the live-action version. Of course they have. Anyways, yeah, of course it would be like that. Sorry I had to pause the video real quick. I had to do something real fast. Take care of a real quick errand. Not really that big. I just went to Subway real quick, but then I had to do a few paper stuff, adulting for like 2 hours. So this video is probably going to be like 7:30 or 8 by the time this goes up. A real super late night video. So, as I was saying before, about Cowboy Bebop, the anime thing, I hope she's not SJW. I really hope not, because her voice sounds super beautiful as fuck. But let's move on. Given the long-standing popularity of the show, it's understandable that its fans have been more invested in its live-action adaptation on Netflix. But recently, after the first look of the show's debut, most of the fans found that the characters' live-action counterparts were a spitty image of their anime form. Some criticized Daniella Pineda, this cute bitch, even if she's a little bit flat-chested, she's still cute. As such, she had to be a sarcastic little C-U-N-T word, though. Let's move on. Yeah, appearances of A. Valentine. They said that her costume isn't as revealing as the anime characters. Such a weird reason to lose their cool over, right? Padilla thinks so, and she took to social media to slam their fans after attacking her, embracing over sexualized look of her anime character. And that's a really, really damn shame, honestly. Yeah, so, yeah, quick overall thoughts, views, and opinions. I looked at the video. I'll leave the link in the description box down below if any people want to see it on your own personalized time. I don't know why the heck this is happening now of all days. I'll see you guys in a quick second. Okay, sorry I had to go away real quick. For some reason I had to update my computer or something, so I had to restart the whole fucking thing all over again. Because it was being a piece of shit and said, oh, you had to have an update. They had to force me. If you wanted a new program, software, hardware, make sure it wasn't a virus, but it wasn't a virus. So thank God. So let's get to this unfortunate takeover Marxism, communism bullshit from China. It says China now limits minor games to 3 hours a week, indicating anti-monopoly policies of forecom. Comes from Chris Neal from Massively OP. Got a credit due to him. There's another one from Forbes. You could check that one out if you want. It's way more of a longer read, so I just did the shorter, quicker version of it. So it says, the C-word Hong Kong government has introduced a significant crackdown on gaming for minors, and the state of the media has reported that kids will only be allowed to play games for 3 hours a week. I used to do 7, 8 hours. When I was a 90s or 2000s kid, man. I used to play that shit for hours. Then again, I didn't have any friends. I was like 14, 15. Time I was in middle school, high school, and so I was a really huge fucking loner. Thank God I didn't go to prison for doing evil shit, but let's move on. I was thinking about it, but thank God I never went there with it. But so most weeks on end, online gaming specifically will be allowed from between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. on Friday weekends and public holidays. The new rules for the future mandate that all online games will be linked by a state-run anti-addiction program requires online games to their real names. Oh, that's super evil there. Anonymity, freedom's out the door there. That sucks. It will empower regulators to increase checks over how gaming firms carry out the restrictions on things like playing games and in-game purchases. Yeah, for the cosmetics, DLC, microtransaction bullshit, I can see that being a good thing, but the rest, the other 90% super pure Antichrist, Luciferian, devil worship, evil shit. But let's move on. In my opinion. Regulators will also be reportedly working with parents and schools to combat perceived addiction to online games amongst China's youth. That's sad. Any addition to new restrictions in place, President Xi Jinping indicated during a committee meeting that there will be an additional anti-monopoly policies and curtail quote, disorderly expansion of large tech to improve China's economy. Readers will recall that China's tamping down on online games, especially for minors, has been an increase in focus on the country's government, and it will turn into a hard knock on the effects of Chinese gamers and publishers. In the beginning of August, Tencent began imposing its restrictions for kids of the games after state media took to online games as spiritual opium, which had the same article had a splash of damages of Krafton's IOP offerings. Current restrictions instituted by China have already begun to troll and track the companies on NetEase, and Tencent ladders, which saw the stock tumble as much as 9.2%. The overall thoughts and opinions a piece of shit. Fuck China, fuck communism, fuck Marxism. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros. I'm Fanboys Fan Talks. I'll see you next time. Peace out, my